Alright guys, it's time to share another belt. This was a project belt because the replicas they had of it sucked. Uh, at least the first version sucked. The second one looked pretty close. And they came out with a third one that was pretty on par, but still not quite, what I wanted out of it. This is a hardcore championship that I made. Now I know the lettering's off over here. I got this part pretty close. The other tape I used on there was I see the artwork was to me it was like pretty much on. As soon as I have time, I'm gonna redo this, but for now, it's what it is. Now the replicas of this, they were never good. The belt looked like it had orange and red, like it was burnt or something. I don't know, I just never liked it. And they had like a weird bottle cap looking tip on the side. I know this isn't the correct tip they had either, but they don't make replica tips with that curved thin outer part that the old winged eagle had. Yeah, anyway, never liked that. I know the first time they had this replica, it had a lot of missing broken plates on it. Like I know part of that was completely gone. Some of this was gone over here. And the second version was kind of closer to what the first version of the belt was on TV. But I know the broken plates that are on top of each other, they're all like one mold and you couldn't move them. And I was like, nah, I want the real experience. So what I did was I found some cheap plates. Somebody was selling, I don't know what maker it was, but it's I guess it wasn't, the main plate wasn't quite the right size. It was like maybe 5% smaller than the actual winged eagle replicas, but I made it work. You can't really tell. So I bought one of these replica plates, and is that a jewel? Yeah, working on belts here, So what I did was I took perfectly cheap winged eagle plates and I just drew out, well, first I studied the original belt that Mick Foley had, and I tried to match it like through pictures online that I could find, like Big Boss Man holding it, and of course Mick Foley carrying it to the ring in a suit. But I think I got most of it down, like tape over here and how all the plates are cut. It doesn't have a well, never had a logo plate, but the detail was always there. I tooled this myself. It was one of my first winged eagle leather work. But yeah, everything was beat up, so I thought, hey, I got a beat up belt tip that came with one of my belts. Might as well use that. Worked out fine. Yeah, I dyed this to what I saw. Like I used WrestleMania 17 as a reference as well. See, all these plates are cut separate. I made this belt way back in, it was either late 2018 or early 2019. This is all before you saw everybody else doing it. I think I was one of the first people in the belt forums to show their belt. And I know one cat in there, he just went hardcore crazy and, took any belt, beat it up, called it a hardcore belt. I guess. I'd say the damaged belt is always special with this one. See, this is, the C's tucked in there. That's how the real belt was. Anyway, if you know who I'm talking about, I don't know, I don't see him around anymore, but I know they're all hardcore, or he was all hardcore. But anyway, yeah, I took one of those cheap belts, you know, the ones that have the casted, you know, those poorly casted sidebars. I was able to make that work there. Couldn't twist it like the real one, but you know, you can't really tell. But I say it's pretty close as I can get it to you know, TV accurate. Other than this, I'm gonna work on that. But I'll go through the detail. Since it was my first, actually it was actually my second strap I worked on. It's, for what it is, for the hardcore belt, I guess it didn't matter if it was perfect, because, you know, it would have been beat up anyway. But I had a lot of fun doing it. I've done, I have another Winged Eagle that I did. I'll do a video on my Winged Eagles later on, but yeah, from what I could tell on the photos I saw, it's kind of like they got like chaotic with this side, cutting in the 4s and the halves, and, you know, sporadic tape on here. And it looks like this one they got tired and like cut it up, kept it on there, and then just put these tape lines all across here. I did it this way because that's how I saw it when Boss Man was holding it. But yeah, let's go back into detail. Here are the plates are attached like the one the real belt had. You know, they had 4 posts. I remember seeing this broken off, so I did that here. Right, and I kept it like the metal's in there. There's 3 pieces here. They're all tucked away like the real belt was. This is cut into 4 pieces. This main part, here, here, and here. Then you have this one kind of cut in half. I kept the holes there. And this, it's just 3 pieces. If you look at it, it's always been just like that. And the belt tip. And I think I did pretty good on the color. Like, I couldn't quite match like the weird blue thing they had there, but I think I got pretty close. It looks good far away. It looks good on the shelf. So I'm happy with it. What do you guys think? Did you like the hardcore replica offerings they had? Or did you go out and make your own like I did? I remember I brought this to the Chase Center for SmackDown, I think, and everybody's like, "Your belt's broken. What'd you do to it? Why does it look all trashed?" I'm like, you don't know what this belt is? And that made me feel really old. But anyway, yeah, I carried this around. A lot of people knew it, liked it. This is the back. You can't really find pictures of what the back looked like, really, but yeah, I just taped it just like that, because I mean, I'm only really showing the front, but yeah, soft leather backing, leather strap. This is all cowhide. It's nice and floppy. Gonna roll this thing up. I love it, and I keep it on a belt hanger. those WWE belt hangers. I have 2 belts on there. I have a like a really early Classic Shields Winged Eagle, and then I have this right next to it. I'll show you that in the next video. But yeah, hardcore belt. I remember thinking this thing was like badass. This was like my second favorite belt, and the Smoking Skull is my first. But now that I'm older, I'm just like, I think I like this a lot more. I don't know, it's because I put time and work into it with the leather tooling and, you know, cutting up these plates and trying to match it, and you know, I got some pretty good compliments on it, so you know, I was really happy. Hell, it might be that, but growing up, high school, this belt, Smoking Skull belt, badass belts. Anyway, let me know what you think of this. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.